All right, so hello, my name is Brigitte Harris, and I have been volunteering for RLC since May of this year.
Why rescuing leftover cuisine? Why did you want to volunteer with them?
I initially heard of it from a volunteer from the downtown boathouse, and she knew that as a job I deliver food on my bike, so she thought it would be perfect for me. But I personally love it because I hate food waste. I grew up in a country that was going through a civil war. I know what it is to be hungry. I had a brother who died from starvation. So I love what they're doing, and I believe in it strongly, so that's why I continue to work for them. We just meet at the location that we're picking up the food from, and then walk to the next location. As a leader, I make sure I take pictures of the food, and then if they have a scale, weigh everything. If not, just guesstimate how much it weighs, and that's pretty much it. I've seen people from Spain, from other countries just coming down looking for stuff to do, high school students. There was this one guy, he was on his way out of the country and he brought his suitcase with him. He just wanted to do something before he left. It's been a good experience. I like meeting new people, so yeah, it's a good gig. When I started, there was a lot of open spots. They needed a lot of help. And then after about a month or so, all the restaurants started closing, so they didn't really have any food to give. There were farmers who were throwing away their milk because they couldn't sell it. And I'm like, why throw it away? Why not just find people to give it to? There are food pantries. We are in a pandemic. People are hungry. So there's just way too much food waste happening, especially in a pandemic. So they're doing a valuable service to this country right now. In Liberia, which is in West Africa, they had a 20-year, probably 25-year civil war. My great-grandfather was president, and Liberia is a country that they sent the freed slaves to. Unfortunately, there were people living there, and it wasn't called Liberia. So when the Black Americans went over there, they kind of just took over. They formed a democracy, but they wouldn't let the natives into government positions. So my great-grandfather was the first person to say, no, we have to, let them in. This was their country first. And when he died, unfortunately, the next leaders were like, okay, you guys can go back to your villages. And they were like, no. So that's pretty much what started the Civil War. They wanted to be recognized, treated as human, not second-class citizens. And unfortunately, during the Civil War, my youngest brother passed away from starvation. There wasn't enough food to eat. They literally ravaged the place. I saw pictures and video before, and it was just a beautiful country. And they just destroyed it. There's no electricity, no running water, the plumbing is bad. It was horrible. It was really bad. You feel like you want to help, but then there's so many people. It's like, who do I help? How do I pick and choose that I'm going to help? Because you can't pull out $1 for every single homeless person that you see on the. You literally see at least 20 homeless people just going to work, So it's like, what do? You get overwhelmed. And then you get mad at them because you feel guilty that you can't help them. So what I think people should do is volunteer for certain things. Like, instead of giving them the money right there, volunteer for organizations like RLC so that you know that they're getting the food. Whether it's volunteering at a shelter, don't just wait for Thanksgiving. Whenever you have some free time, just get out there and do what you can. Because as much as I hated being in Liberia during a civil war, I'm so grateful for it because I can empathize with other people, I can see and I know how hard it is. This is the United States of America. And even before the pandemic, there were so many people dealing with food insecurity, So I've always been the type that I hate wasting food. If I have some food left over on my plate, I'm gonna keep it for the next day. But being able to travel and see other points of view is a really great thing. Rescuing Leftover Cuisine is a great organization, and They're providing a very good service, getting rid of food waste, helping people who have food insecurities. That's one of the biggest problems we have right now. So if you have the time, please come, please help.
Do you know how many pounds that you've rescued?
I don't, I should have looked. I think the last time I checked it was, I don't remember, I'm not even gonna guess.
So I'll tell you, you've rescued 11,441 pounds of food.
Whoa.
That has served 9,534 meals. And
That is shocking.
how does that number make you feel?
It makes me feel really proud. I think I was focusing on Cuisine's numbers, and then there was this other girl who's been there for like 5 years. So I haven't looked at mine for a while, but I'm proud of that number. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely
Thank you.
incredible. You have like 5 events a week, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
Well,
I know like 2 other people who do it.
To be fair, I think they're kind of rescuing me also, because I don't like to stay at home. With my physical impairments, I need to stay active, I need to keep moving. I love riding my bike. As scary as it is riding a bike in New York, I still love doing it, and it's just the best of both worlds, to be honest. I wish every restaurant and bakery would learn about RLC, and they would grow, and we'd get more volunteers, and we'd be able to stop food waste.